I mean, there's truly one moment. I mean, the death of Bushra
Bushra
Zaidi is so that young Muhajir student who was crushed by a bus, which started. The deadliest ethnic bout of conflict of that time. I mean, there had been ethnic riots before. There had been linguistic riots between Sindhis and Muhajirs in '72. There were more micro incidents in the early '80s. But Bushra Zaidi is really the woman that changed Karachi through her death.
If I may just ask you one thing about this, in retrospect, Bushra Zaidi is seen as that moment, but when it happened, is it true that it wasn't maybe in the moment seen as something as the making of MQM, whereas Jamaat-e-Islami was a lot more prominent when it happened?
That's true. That's true. At that time, I mean, MQM was not the force that it would become in later years. In particular, it didn't have, the weapon power that it would get later year through its partnership with Sindhi organizations in particular, like Jaya Sindh, paradoxically. But at the time, the organization that truly had, street power and some firepower was Jamaat Islami because of its association with its student branch, the Islamic Jamiat-e-Tuleba. So there, what we saw also, and that's also something that fascinated me, it's how the campuses were truly, to some extent, the matrix, or one of the major matrices of these urban conflicts that spilled over the city. It's also where, later founders and leaders of the MKM had their first taste of politics, of confrontational politics. And thus, I tried to document extensively also what happened on the campuses.